From a new event to an old event, Tour de Endurance Season 2 begins Event 2 with the season finale of Season 1, which the Serpent Speeders took the win in. Will they take it again here in the final elimination race?
The second event of this season, we've seen the Moneymakers take gold in the first event, but here, no time to waste, we're going to get into Heat 1.
The Moneymakers are not in this group, but there's a whole pack of the previous second place, the Blue Brigade, are in this one, along with the third place, Green Peacocks, both in this group.
Green Peacocks positioning themselves well, as well as the Sweden Sours who just fell down. And then I think there's one model still up top who's fallen down there. That's the Marauders, our Season 1 runner-ups.
But of course, this event is all about staying out of last place, and the Croissant Crew throughout this entire run have been struggling to do that. The White Knights fall back on through now, but there's a whole pack that could easily join them in the next few seconds. The Croissant Crew do so.
Croissant Crew, looks like they're dueling with the White Knights, and the Croissant Crew fall off, and they're going to be eliminated first in this event.
And then, of course, winning the group will move you on to the final, which is currently between the Marauders, Green Peacocks, and the Sweet and Sours all spinning around. The Green Peacocks come on through, but the Sweet and Sours, full funnel ahead, they'll take the first final spot.
The Sweet and Sours will no longer be in danger of elimination. They are going straight to the final. Croissant Crew, though, they will get a bottom 2 finish.
Look at the movement between Croissant Crew and White Knights. They're just dueling while the Blue Brigade jump on in. All that fighting stopped the Blue Brigade from coming on through. Now we move on to the second round of Heat 1.
So we're going to do all the rounds in Heat 1 and then move on to Heat 2. So as we see, the Blue Brigade fall on through first.
Party Crashers positioning themselves well at the top. They take the lead early on in this group, with Grayscales tumbling down the order for now.
That's our Season 1 champions who clinched it in this event last season, so that's a bit of a surprise. Grayscales still falling down. Now it's the White Knights positioning themselves up well.
And there's the team they beat in this event last season, the Marauders, who lose out to them again in this. Will they hold out and beat them for a sort of revenge in this event? Oh, it's not looking very good. They're a full funnel behind and looking to fall on through.
Marauders, will they be able to hold on here? The White Knights, but the White Knights just barely keep it. So the Marauders will be eliminated.
It's looking like an easy advancement for the Party Crashers here as well. They've been consistent that entire round and win by an entire funnel in this group.
So just like the Sweet and Sours, the Party Crashers stayed out of trouble and they entered the final funnel. Once they did that, it was all over.
Look at that massive battle in the second to last funnel between the White Knights, Green Peacocks, and Grayscales. Whoever fell on through there was going to be in big trouble, but the Marauders just couldn't hold out long enough. As the final run of Heat 1, this will be a top 2 and bottom 2 ordeal. There's no 1v1 in Season 2.
So that means that we need to place either first or second in this heat, in this particular round of this heat, and it's the Blue Brigade and the White Knights, one funnel lower than the Green Peacocks and the Grayscales. But now it's a 3-marble battle in that funnel. Now the Grayscales have the lead.
They come on through, and the Blue Brigade are pushed up, and it looks like they'll take the lead, and they do. Blue Brigade looking for a second podium in this season.
They push the Green Peacocks down, so the Blue Brigade still positioning themselves up well. White Knights now have
Peacocks
the bottom
are
spot,
sent
but
on
the Green
through.
Peacocks fall.
Oh no!
And the Green Peacocks will be eliminated. Will the White Knights hold on though in the last funnel? Here come the Grayscales. Will the Grayscales drop on first? They do, and the White Knights will move on.
White
Blue
Knights,
Brigade will also...
very nice movement there, keeping ahead of the Green Peacocks and the Grayscales, who tumbled in the final couple funnels. Just have a look at their movement here. They're very erratic, as are the White Knights, but they're bumped, and that keeps them in the game. The Blue Brigade, very consistent in that group to move on to the next round, with the White Knights, Sweet and Sours, and the Party Crashers moving on to Heat number 2. Everybody else, including last event's winners, the Moneymakers, and Season 1 Elimination Race victor, the Serpent Speeders.
So a lot of marbles to watch out for in this heat. The Steel Force and the Moneymakers, aforementioned, are in the bottom funnel, but now here come the Serpent Speeders. Some of those marbles that are the ones to look out for, not doing too well in this event.
Big old pack of marbles looking to advance to the final at the top, including our current leaders, I think. Oh no, they're dropping through to Steel Force. Team Sunrise, the host. Serpent Speeders not looking too good down below there. The Hellclowns join them. It's an absolute battle down at the bottom. Who's it going to be? Serpent Speeders push the Hellclowns on through, and the Hellclowns will be eliminated in this group first.
Steel Force up top, but they drop on too with the Citrus Sprinters and the Silly Slimes. Silly Slimes also tumbling. who will be, now that the marbles eliminated, it's all eyes on who's going to win the heat and advance to the final.
And look at the Citrus Sprinters there. They outspin everyone in the top funnel as they all just push themselves on through and almost pushed their time beyond a minute, but just not quite. It was a very good run by the Citrus Sprinters, though. You can just look at that whole pack up at the top, staying away from that elimination spot.
Great job by the Serpent Speeders to avoid elimination. They were looking like they were going to go from first in this event last season to eliminated first round, but their experience showed there. We get into the second round of this heat.
You can see how slowly, compared to last heat, they're taking a lot more time to come on down to do the less impacts and more now they know how this event works. Some of these newcomers, Moneymakers though, not having a great run so far. Steel Force, Team Sunrise and Silly Slimes have the top 3 lead. Here come the Serpent Speeders tumbling down. Look at that movement. That is the definition of erratic. That is not what you want to be doing.
Will the Serpent Speeders be able to make a comeback once again? The Steel Force are down there and Team Sunrise, but it looks like it might be too dire for the Serpent Speeders who drop onto through.
This means we will have a different winner in this season compared to Season 1, but again, Serpent Speeders, you'd think with all their experience in the funnels, they wouldn't have as crazy movement, and the Silly Slimes outbest everyone else to sneak through to the final. But I'm just astounded.
That was very close. That was the very close battle for that transfer position. Usually you've seen one marble just outspin everyone else, but here it was very close between the Silly Slimes and the Steel Force.
Alright, now we move on to the top 2 battle. Onion Union, Moneymakers, Team Sunrise and the Steel Force in the battle to move on to the final with the other 6. Taking a long time to get one on through, and it is the Moneymakers to drop on through first.
Now, Team Sunrise, the home team, has dropped on through, but so have Onion Union and the Steel Force. Now here come the Moneymakers also dropping on through, and the hosts have the lead.
Then not only is it a lead, it's a commanding lead. They had a big movement ahead of Moneymakers there. Oh, well, they're pushed on through in that next funnel while Steel Force tumble down the course. But Team Sunrise now join them. They're not having a great run in the second half of this course. Moneymakers and Onion Union looking strong up at the top, but anything can change in the final few funnels. Steel Force, oh, they push Onion Union on through, who might get pushed through by Team Sunrise. Yes, they are.
Now who's going to get it? Moneymakers look in a good position, but this is a Steel Force that fall on through. So Team Sunrise will be moving on, as well as our Event 1 winners, the Moneymakers, with an easy advancement. Look at this spin.
You saw Team Sunrise and Steel Force. They were basically in the exact same line. Look at this. Just Steel Force just lightly tapping them through the movements, and that's what pushed Steel Force through before Team Sunrise. And that cost them a spot in the final. There you see them lined up ahead of the losers from the heats. They were ready to go.
So now we have all of the 8 marbles that have advanced from the heats. Now, of course, it doesn't matter if you win each heat, each round in this final. It just matters if you place last. You want to avoid that elimination spot. White Knights, currently in the bottom.
Well, they're not having a great run at all. They're tumbling through. Team Soccer, now they're starting to get joined because of all the impacts. And Team Sunrise, Citrus Sprinters also join them. There's a whole pack. Anyone could still get eliminated here, but the Citrus Sprinters are not having a great run at all down below. You see up top, there's like a 6 marble fight to try and stay out of that bottom funnel. And it continues to grow. The White Knights are shoved on through in, I don't even know how that happened. Sweet and Sours join them though. The Blue Brigade are also there. There's an absolute mix, and the Silly Slimes will miss out.
What a crazy first round to this final. All of those marbles in the final funnel at the same time. It looks like between the Blue Brigade and the Party Crashers, who's going to get this win? It's just for bragging rights. It's going to be the Blue Brigade that get it.
Let's have a look
Silly
at this.
Slimes.
Let's have a look at this ending again. The Sweet and Sours come on through. Blue Brigade, there's just a 4-way fight. Even Citrus Sprinters get involved, but Silly Slimes just got the short end of the stick in that one. And they will miss out on the rest of this final, taking in 8th place.
That's about as close as it might get. Although we still have 6 rounds to go. The White Knights drop on through first, followed by the Moneymakers, and a whole gaggle of marbles coming on through.
Well, Team Sunrise had some erratic movement, but they get saved by the White Knights and the Blue Brigade coming through, and they fall to last for now. But Team Sunrise drops straight on through. Look at those 3. I think that's the Sweet and Sours positioning themselves very well to stay out of the elimination spot, at least in this round.
Now, White Knights once again struggling in the first part of this run. Blue Brigade also down there. They might have expended their energy from some of that movement in the first round. Unnecessary movement.
Sweet and
But who's
Sours have
gonna be
fallen on
eliminated
through.
here?
They've tumbled all the way down. Okay, they won't get eliminated. It will be the White Knights instead. But the Sweet and Sours, a bit of a close call there. They were winning up at the top part of the track, and just you got to keep your movement up all the way throughout. You can't just expend all your energy at the beginning. And look at this, the Party Crashers again looking in a pretty good position to win the heat. Or will Moneymakers best them? They will this time. Party Crashers consistently second place so far, but the White Knights.
The White Knights, of course, rookie team in this season. They did not qualify for last season, but this event, they've done pretty well. 7th place, not too shabby.
And funnels is where Total Endurance shines, so if you can do well in the funnels, you should do well everywhere else. As we move on to the next round of this group, just going to come with the Blue Brigade, just a whole pack comes on through first, but it's still pretty clean movement so far in these funnels.
Now, for the battle to see who gets 6th place, it's the Party Crashers that have dropped on through, but here come almost everyone else. Blue Brigade's also down there, and the Sweet and Sours.
Blue Brigade, they're pushing through by the Sweet and Sours, I do believe. They're still in last place, but Sweet and Sours, it's been these two throughout the entire battle so far in this round, but Party Crashers, who've done very well so far, join them. Citrus Sprinters looking good up at the top. Party Crashers and Blue Brigade still battling. Here come Team Sunrise now into the final funnel. Blue Brigade, that is erratic movement. It's not looking good, and yep, they are gone.
The Blue Brigade, that wide arc did not work out for them, and they will be eliminated. But who's going to get the win? It will be the Moneymakers.
I think that's the second time in a row. Moneymakers looking pretty good in this final, looking to get perhaps a second medal to start their games, which would be fantastic for the rookies.
So now we have our top 5 set. Moneymakers, Team Sunrise, Sweet and Sours, Party Crashers, and the Citrus Sprinters. Now, only of these, the Moneymakers had medaled in the first event, so they could potentially stretch their lead here.
Alright, Team Sunrise and Party Crashers come on through first. And again, Citrus Sprinters positioning themselves well early on, but Team Sunrise not having a great run so far. As now it's all just about keeping your own spin in check. There's a lot less impacts now with 5 people. You've got to be focusing more on yourself than pushing other people down. But that does... Sweet and Sours are still pushing people down in the lead up there, as others tumble down.
Sweet and Sours up there avoiding that 3 marble battle in the other funnel, where all of them are now in the funnel below the Sweet and Sours. Who's going to drop on first? It is Team Sunrise, but the Party Crashers close behind. It'll be very close to see who gets eliminated. Who will it be?
Moneymakers, Party Crashers, they're all packing on through, and it will be the Moneymakers. They will miss the medals this time, but that is still a great finish for our gold medalists in the first event. But look at the Sweet and Sours. They avoided the battle the entire time there. That's how you want to do it. You don't want to get involved. You want to stay out of it.
Sweet and Sours, great showing in this particular round, but will they be able to sustain it in the coming rounds?
Look at the Citrus Sprinters. Fending them off. Just barely pushing the Moneymakers on through.
That is some masterful blocking and spinning in the final funnel. Now, of course, this round is the one that determines who doesn't medal and the other 3 marbles that do medal. It is the Citrus Sprinters that fall on first.
And one of the marbles in this heat is, of course, Team Sunrise, the home team. The home team crowd is going to want Team Sunrise to get a good medal here at the second event of these games. They're currently doing pretty good. They're up on the top with those 3, while the Party Crashers fall on down through the rest, while Sweet and Sours fend them off.
Party Crashers and the Sweet and Sours, these two have had their good moments in this event before, but it looks like one of them might be dropping on through. The other 2 marbles are almost 2 funnels, well now 1 funnel still ahead of them. Sweet and Sours drop on through in the penultimate funnel. There comes Team Sunrise. Who's going to drop on through? Team Sunrise.
Team Sunrise are falling apart, and it's all over for the home team. Oh dearie me, they'll miss the medals, but this means the Citrus Sprinters, Party Crashers, and the Sweet and Sours will make up the podium of this event.
The question is, in what order? The home crowd disappointed to see Team Sunrise so close to the podium, but now they're going to see who actually makes it and who will make it on the top step between the Citrus Sprinters, Party Crashers, and the Sweet and Sours.
It will all be in one race between 3 of them. There's no 1v1 again. It's just going to be these 3 for the medals, for the win. Here they go.
Who will it be? Sweet and Sour, Citrus Sprinters, and the Party Crashers. Only the Party Crashers were in the Season 1. The other 2 haven't done this event before. They're currently They've done very well to get this far, but will they do good enough to get the gold?
Now, Ramen, if you remember, Sweet and Sours won the funnel event in the qualifiers for Season 2, so they have some funnel skill, as they've proved, but Party Crashers have more of that experience. Citrus Sprinters are completely new to this. Let's see how they do. They're currently, Party Crashers doing the worst. Sweet and Sours holding strong up at the top, I believe, with that wider arc.
Now with that 2 marble battle between those two puts the Sweet and Sours in a good position, but the Sweet and Sours have now fallen through, and now it's the Party Crashers that looks like they're in a good position to win the event.
It's between those two at the top. Citrus Sprinters have fallen on through. It's between Sweet and Sours and Party Crashers. Sweet and Sours have been bested in the last funnel, and the Party Crashers will win Elimination Race Gold.
That was some great spinning from the Party Crashers. Very signature move of them to drop on through before the other marbles, and then the other marble comes down and they just tactically push them down before them.
That's a great win for Wanderer. Cookie and Sinensis making up the top 3 of that one, and well done to them. Let's see our overall
looking up,
standings.
the money makers still hold the lead. Party Crashers close behind though. The next event will be the Dirt Race, coming soon.